All right, good afternoon, everybody. This is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. Quick update on what's going on with the weather. Megan Danahay and I are here in the Storm Center, kind of keeping an eye on the cells to the west. All the action so far has been down to the south, which actually has been somewhat of a good thing for us because these storms down here have been robbing a lot of the inflow or the energy, the inflow of instability, that warm, humid air from coming north. But we're still getting some pretty strong cells developing lee of the foothills here as you move out into the Piedmont. And we'll have to keep an eye on these. You can see a lot of clutter on the map. Obviously got a lot of tornado watches. At one point, every county in both North and South Carolina was under a tornado watch this afternoon. Let's take a look at some of the details of the modeling, show you what's going on as far as the significant tornado parameter. This is a number I like to look at quite a bit because it's a composite of several indices. And you can see right here around the PD area, the low country of South Carolina, up into the coastal plain in North Carolina. We've got a little peak here that's developing, and this really is the area, when you put the radar on, that we're going to be most concerned about. We look at the current warnings, and this cell south of Sumter has shown some strong rotation. So this area is still the primary threat, but when you come back up to the Charlotte area, we still have a little bit. We've got about a 1 on a scale from 1 to 8 as far as the STP is concerned. When you look at the moist unstable Cape, there's still some fuel up here, about 1,000 joules per kilogram, which is just a fancy unit for the amount of energy that these storms can feed off of. You can still see there's some potential here. The one thing that's helping us out, though, like I said, is these storms are disrupting some of the inflow of the moisture to the south. So the good news is we're not going to see as much severe weather as points south and east. The bad news is we still got a risk until this line right here moves through. In fact, I'll take a close look at that on the radar here. You can see a couple cells that have developed north of Charlotte. Not a lot of rotation with these right now from Newton over to Statesville back into northern Cleveland County. Little cells coming in. Going to keep an eye on both of those as we go through the next couple of hours. So until this line right here moves to the east, we likely will still have the threat for a couple isolated, strong, maybe even severe storms through about 4 o'clock. I think that's when things will wind down around Charlotte, and then points east we will see the threat probably go until about 6 o'clock. Update you on the current watches. There's all your tornado watches. The one currently over us is in effect until 4 o'clock. This one in eastern North Carolina is in effect till 8 o'clock tonight. So we'll still keep an eye on this, but there's a little glimmer of good news. Unfortunately, it comes at the expense of people down in South Carolina and the eastern part of North Carolina. Really worried about these sections down towards the Grand Strand, Myrtle Beach area. They could see some significant tornadoes with this cell that just has shown us a long history, actually, of producing damage. Still strong winds moving in behind this front, but these will be non-thunderstorm winds. We're talking 40 to 50 mile an hour winds. And then on top of that, we're going to be talking about a little bit of snow on the back side of this as we go into tonight and tomorrow on the mountain. Seems kind of weird, but let me show you what that looks like. Snow comes in later tonight into the North Carolina mountains. That's that blue showing up there. I'll turn the radar off. Could get a quick dusting to a ½ an inch in the mountains. So we go from tornado watches to snow in the mountains in just a matter of 12 hours. We'll be on it all afternoon. We've got the live blog running on our website, our Facebook page, Twitter, WCNC.com. On air, we'll have complete coverage, team coverage of the severe weather starting today at 4, 5, 5:30, and 6 right here on News Channel 36.